Our journey to Egypt began with a flight not to the usual Cairo International Airport like most travelers, but to Sphinx International, which is located in Giza. Yes, Giza, it was the only direct flight from Antalya, and somehow that made it feel even more special. Like our adventure was already taking a different, more magical path. After landing, we faced our first real taste of adventure, waiting nearly an hour just to get our visa on arrival. There was only one open bank branch at the airport where you had to pay 30 euros for the visa stamp, and the line, it felt endless. Tired from the flight, yet buzzing with excitement, we stood there just one step away from beginning our Egyptian journey. We just came to the Cairo. From the airport, I booked a ride using the Karim app, and within minutes we were on our way. Just a short 15-minute drive to our hotel, Sarai, nestled in the heart of Giza. The room was simple but perfect for the two of us. Breakfast the next morning was actually better than I expected. Fresh, tasty, and served on the rooftop from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. Sitting there with a warm meal and a cup of tea, gazing at the Giza pyramids in the morning light was nothing short of magical. It felt like the perfect start to our Egyptian adventure. So this is our breakfast with the view of pyramids. And we're starting our trip. So first we will go to the Arkan Plaza, which is the new place where people are hanging out. And after that we will go to the Grand Museum. Then before that I want to change some money. Well, right now I'm going to change some money. One thing we quickly learned, cash is king in Egypt. Most places, especially local shops, restaurants, and even some tourist spots, don't accept cards, so having Egyptian pounds on hand is a must. We exchanged some money at the airport, but better rates can often be found at exchange offices in the city. It's best to always carry some cash with you. After exchanging some cash, we headed to Arkana Plaza, a lively open-air complex in Giza with cafes, shops, and a relaxed vibe. We stopped there for a coffee and a light brunch, just soaking in the local atmosphere before diving deeper into our Egyptian adventure. From Arkana Plaza, we made our way to one of the most anticipated museums in the world, the Grand Egyptian Museum. Still partially in its soft opening phase, this architectural masterpiece sits just outside Cairo, near the Giza pyramids, and promises to be the largest archaeological museum on the planet. Even though not all exhibits were open yet, what we saw was absolutely breathtaking. Massive statues, ancient artifacts, and beautifully curated spaces made it feel like walking through thousands of years of Egyptian history. One of the highlights, seeing the incredible statue of Ramses II up close, is the first thing that greets you as you enter. The museum is modern, spacious, and already offers a glimpse into how Egypt plans to preserve and share its heritage with the world. It was more than just a visit. It was a step back in time. And for the dinner of that night, we had local Egyptian dinner in Ziyara Pyramids restaurant. We tried few local dishes and it was a nice experience. The next morning was something truly unforgettable. We had breakfast at Khufu's restaurant right inside the Giza Pyramids complex. Yes, inside. Imagine sitting at an open air table sipping Egyptian tea and enjoying a traditional breakfast with the towering Great Pyramid of Khufu just meters away. The setting felt surreal, quiet, majestic, and deeply spiritual. The restaurant itself blends modern comfort with the ancient atmosphere, offering views that simply can't be described, only felt. As we sat there, surrounded by one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, it didn't feel like just a meal. It felt like a once in a lifetime experience, the kind that gives you goosebumps and stays in your heart forever. After finishing our magical breakfast at Khufu's restaurant, it was time to leave the pyramids area. But getting a taxi wasn't as simple as stepping outside. We had to exit through the outer gates, and the only way to do that was by horse carriage. Now, I want to be honest here. We don't support using horses for tourism. It's something we're personally not comfortable with. But since we were traveling with our little one and there was no other option available, we had to make a difficult choice. It wasn't easy, but sometimes travel brings you to moments where practicality and personal values don't align perfectly. We did our best to be gentle and respectful and continued our journey with that thought heavy on our hearts. After that long and emotional morning, we returned to our hotel for a bit of rest. Later that evening, we had something special planned. Dinner at Esca Cueva to celebrate my wife's birthday. The place felt like a hidden gem, intimate, elegant, and full of charm. The lighting was soft and golden, the decor stylish yet cozy, with a touch of modern Egyptian flair. From the moment we walked in, we felt welcome. The atmosphere was perfect for a celebration. Calm music, warm smiles, and the kind of peaceful energy that lets you truly enjoy the moment. It was more than just a dinner, it was a memory we'll always hold on to.
You can have a seat, yeah. Bismillah. It's better here than over there, very cold.
Uh-huh.
If I accept, I will give you accept permission. Bismillah. Welcome to Egypt. It is great chance to visit three pyramids of Giza. Fact of matter, we discovered in Egypt more than three pyramids. How many pyramids? Try to guess. How many pyramids?
More than 100.
Bravo! 137
Yes.
pyramids scattered in different places. Giza, Saqqara, Dahshur, Hawara, Lahul, and Lichtenstein.
The next morning, we began our guided tour of the legendary Giza Plateau. With our guide leading the way, we visited all three of the iconic pyramids, Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure. Standing before the Great Pyramid of Khufu, the largest and oldest of the three, was absolutely awe-inspiring. It's hard to grasp how something so massive and precise was built over 4,500 years ago. Next, we visited the Pyramid of Khafra, slightly smaller but still impressive, with parts of its original casing stones still visible at the top. And finally, the Pyramid of Menkaure, the smallest of the three, yet just as mysterious, standing proudly alongside its larger neighbors. Each pyramid told its own silent story, and with every step we felt more connected to the ancient world.
Right now we are in the panoramic view of the pyramids. Here we can see all three pyramids. This is beautiful.
After soaking in the energy of the pyramids, we stopped by a local papyrus shop. There we learned how the ancient Egyptians made paper from the papyrus plant, a tradition that goes back thousands of years. For lunch, we treated ourselves to a truly special place, Manor House Marriott. Nestled right at the foot of the pyramids, this historic hotel feels like an oasis of elegance in the middle of ancient wonder. The moment we stepped onto the lush green grounds surrounded by palm trees and rich architecture, we knew this was something extraordinary. The restaurant had a peaceful, refined atmosphere with views that quite literally take your breath away. The Great Pyramid of Khufu rising majestically just beyond the gardens. As we enjoyed our lunch, time seemed to slow down. It wasn't just a meal, it was a moment of pure serenity, where luxury met history in the most unforgettable way. After our incredible lunch at Mena House, we headed into the heart of Cairo, into the vibrant, chaotic, and captivating city center. Our first stop was the famous Egyptian Museum in Cairo, located in Tahrir Square. This historic museum has stood since 1902 and holds one of the largest collections of ancient Egyptian artifacts in the world. Walking through its grand halls felt like entering a different time. Statues, mummies, golden treasures, and of course, the legendary artifacts from Tutankhamun's tomb. Every room whispered stories of pharaohs, gods, and ancient civilizations. Despite the dust of time, the museum still holds a magic that only Cairo can offer. After the museum, we made our way to Khan el Khalili, Cairo's oldest and most famous bazaar. It was a burst of color, scent, and sound. Narrow alleys lined with shops selling spices, lanterns, perfumes, jewelry, and handmade crafts. The energy was electric, a beautiful chaos where every turn felt like discovering something new. It was the perfect way to end our day, wrapped in the soul of Cairo. That evening, after a full day of exploring Cairo's rich history and vibrant culture, we were completely exhausted, so we decided to keep it simple and have dinner back at our hotel. A quiet, cozy end to an unforgettable day. The next morning, it was time to say goodbye. We packed our bags, took one last look at the pyramids in the distance, and headed to the airport for our flight back to Antalya. This trip to Cairo and Giza wasn't just about visiting famous landmarks. It was about standing where history was made, feeling the heartbeat of a culture that shaped the world, and creating memories we'll carry with us forever.